Have you ever wondered if a specialized cell in your body, like a skin cell or a muscle cell, still contain all the genetic information needed to make a whole organism? This was one of the biggest questions in developmental biology. And in the 1960s, Professor John Gurdon tested it with a bold experiment in frogs. He started with an unfertilized frog egg and destroyed its own nucleus with UV light, so the egg no longer contained its original genetic material. Then he took the nucleus from a specialized cell, in this particular case from the intestine of a tadpole, and placed it inside the egg. Now the egg had something very unusual inside it, the nucleus of a cell that had already become intestine. So the question was, could this egg still develop into a whole organism, or had the intestinal cell nucleus become too specialized to ever go back? And incredibly, some of these eggs began to divide. Some developed into tadpoles and some even grew into adult frogs. The efficiency of this process was low, but this meant something extraordinary. The nucleus of a specialized cell had not lost the instructions to make a whole animal. The instructions were still there. They had just been locked away by the cell's identity. So the nucleus from an intestinal cell received cues from the egg cell environment, and these cues had the power to reset the nucleus back towards an embryo-like state. What this experiment showed was that a cell's identity can be very stable, but it is not always permanent. Follow for more interesting science stories.